My name is Yareli Macias. I'm the Director of Alternative Education for Ukiah Unified School District, and I have the privilege to work with our Title VI Native American Parent Committee throughout the year, and this is our culminating event. Before we start, I'd like to thank our site principals for being here, and our superintendent, Ms. Cuban. We have Trustee Arkin. We have Dr. Alvarez from Ukiah High School. Thank you. Mr. Dewey, Mr. Stearns, thank you for being here. And Mr. Sweet will be here shortly, and I know Kita's out in the audience somewhere. We have our Northern Pomo teacher here tonight as well, Buffy, and Darlene is here for UISA as well. So I am going to pass the mic over to our Title VI Parent Committee Chair, Julian Maldonado, who's going to be our MC for the night.
First, we're just going to welcome the students to do the blessing.
Mihim, Dui Kirina, Hintiljano Kapelja Kawi, Nam da Jama. Jamana Sariyana, Betmaji Bo, Da Kanema Nan Winawa Yahwina.
Deleke ja nam shodana, deleke ja nam juhuldana, deleke ja nam bodana.
Deleke ja nam yodana, deleke ja nam kalidana, deleke ja nam madana.
Deleke ja nam bod, deleke ja nam pona, deleke ja nam mana.
Amito almin ke ja nam, dile ke kanema nam kadina, nam yach kadi wino.
Ke ham nam ke yahui, ke ya ke apede yahui, jo al maji yahui.
Nan jo dile ke kanema nam bet majibo aldikaya jabita ha ma kali.
Ya nama yahui po'o jo ya ja nam ya kerebra nam jadin po'o.
Ke ham nam ke yahui, yahui hakeapede yahui, yomo bira ma a mina multo maochi. Oh.
Up, please. We got a song we're going to do too, because I think we're getting away from this a little bit. So, thank you.
Just got. We're in the time of the flower moon. This is during the time of the big head, and when they called in the spirits, they cleared a path. They cleared a path for the spirits and the dancers and the people to come into the village to tell them it's okay, everything's all right, you can come in and everything's safe. So I'm going to offer this song for these youngsters that are going to embark on a new journey, you know, those ones that are going to graduate, those ones that are moving on, to clear that path, to make it nice and safe for them. So if we all just sat back and just think about that and think about the journey of these youngsters, because, you know, they are our future. They're going to take over these positions and take up these help teaching the younger ones behind them. So that's going to be their journey, that's going to be their path, and then we'll just sit back and open that doorway in that prayer. Oh. Hey hey yo hey 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 ya yo hey hey Lechai, lechai, ya ye yo hey ay ay, wala wile, ya ye yo hey ay lechai, lechai. Ya ye yo hey ay tote name ya ye yo hey ay lechai Yo, hey, yo, hey, 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 hey. Yo, yeah, yo, hey, 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 hey. Yo, yeah, yo, hey, 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 hey. Lechai, lechai. Yo, yeah, yo, hey, 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 hey.
So now we're going to get ready with this ceremony, because that's what it is. Just because it's a celebration, we're still in the ceremony for these kids, and I think I got away from that myself. I am a big head dancer. I've been dancing for a long time, and I belong to a roundhouse. I was doctored in a roundhouse, so people don't understand that this is how I walk every day. This is how I do things. And like Gary said, to embark on these kids, this is what I've been doing for these kids for a long time. 20 years I've been chairperson of this committee. And it's all about making them shine, not me. I want the light on them. And that's what it's about. It's about them. So welcome to the 26th graduation, Native American graduation. Now we're going to start with our keynote speaker, which is, I'm going to let her talk about her, she herself, and she has a good story to tell, and where she's came and been and where she's at now. So we'd like to welcome Bonnie Lockhart. Oh.
Oui. Good evening, everyone. It's an honor to stand here today as I also sat in the seats that you're sitting in. I grew up in this community, a proud big sister, creative and shy, and honestly, I never felt like I fit in at school. I felt disconnected in the classroom. I didn't feel like my voice mattered. I didn't feel like I belonged. Even though I wasn't the best student, my parents insisted I was going to college, which I didn't really understand at the time. The summer before my junior year in high school, my dad passed away. My mom, coping with the loss in her own way, stopped encouraging me. I started to let school drift even further away from my priorities, but I knew I wanted to make my dad proud. So I chose to follow the path he always hoped I would take. I graduated high school on independent study. I stumbled my way through early days of college. Reluctantly, I enrolled at Mendo. I put one foot in front of the other, and before I knew it, I earned a bachelor's degree, and then I got my first real job, and then I went and got my master's at UC Berkeley. I went back again and again to learn something new. But somewhere along the way, something shifted in me. For the first time, education became more than a struggle. It became medicine. It became purpose. It became connection. It became a place where I found confidence and a deeper understanding of who I was. And slowly I began to realize that I belonged in spaces I once believed weren't meant for someone like me. That journey eventually led me to the work I do today, supporting Native American students in higher education at Mendocino College. Helping students feel seen, valued, connected, and capable of things they can't even see for themselves yet. And that is why tonight matters to me so much. Because when I look at all of you, I see strength, I see resilience, I see healing, I see leadership, and I see possibility. Every graduate here today has traveled their own path. Some of your journeys may have been hard and carried challenges that others didn't see. Some of you balanced your school with responsibilities at home, maybe a part-time job. Maybe sometimes you doubted yourself. Some of you hustled your way through school for a reason maybe you didn't fully understand. And some of you pushed yourselves really hard academically to get really good grades. You kept going, and that's what matters. As Native students, many of us understand what it feels like to walk between two different worlds while trying to figure out where we are and where we belong. Sometimes we carry expectations from family, sometimes from our community, sometimes motivated by our past. Despite all that, you're here. That is resilience. As Native people, education has always meant more than grades or diplomas. Every achievement carries the strength and sacrifices of generations before us. Our ancestors survived unimaginable hardships so we could be here today. Carrying culture forward, protecting community, speaking our truths, and creating opportunities for the next generation. And because of them, we're still here. Our songs are still sung, our ceremonies continue, our languages survive. Our medicine, our humor, our prayer, our stories, our traditions continue to live through us and continue to live through all of you. That is powerful. And when I look at all of you, I do not just see graduates. I see future leaders. I see artists. I see educators. I see counselors. I see business owners. I see chefs. I see healthcare workers. I see culture bearers. I see advocates. I see mentors. I see scientists. I see mechanics, athletes, and change makers. I see leaders who will see a future beyond what I can even see right now. Too often, the hardest limitations are the ones that we put on ourselves. But I want you to remember something important. We are not only our past, we are also our present. We are living proof of resilience, growth, survival, healing, and possibility. Never stop believing your vision for yourself, even when the road feels uncertain. Pray for guidance. Put in the work, trust yourself, and surround yourself with people who lift you up, remind you of who you are, and help you keep moving forward when life feels heavy. Real strength does not always look loud or perfect. Sometimes it looks like asking for help. Sometimes it looks like failing and trying again. Sometimes it looks like choosing to keep believing in yourself when others do not. Some of you already lead in ways you may not even recognize yet. You lead when you help your family. You lead when you support your friends. You lead when you speak up for others. You lead when you continue to move forward despite challenges, and you lead every time you choose to grow over giving up. As you move into the next chapter of your lives, remember this. Your path does not need to look like anyone else's to have value. Some of you are heading to high school. Some of you are heading to college. Some of you will enter careers. Some of you will travel the world. Some of you may stay close to home and strengthen your communities directly. Some of you may start a family, and some of you are still figuring things out, and that's okay. There's no one right way to be successful. Success is about becoming who you truly are while staying connected to your values, people, and your purpose. Today is not only a celebration of your graduation, it is a celebration of your resilience, your healing, your future, and the greatness you already carry within you. Your families are proud of you. Your communities are proud of you. Your ancestors are proud of you. Keep learning, keep growing, keep leading, keep carrying your culture with pride. And never forget that the future of your communities is brighter because of you. Oh.
Good evening. My name is Kristen Frith, and I'm one of the Title VI counselors. So I have the privilege of introducing our student speakers for this evening. So we have 3 student speakers, and our first student speaker is from South Valley, Big Picture at South Valley, Xochitl Williams.
Good evening, everyone. Teachers, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. I would like to say that I got through high school with the breeze, but I'd be lying. With that being said, there was a point in these last 4 years where I could never imagine myself standing here today. There were mornings where getting out of bed felt impossible, days where I felt lost, unmotivated, exhausted, or overwhelmed. There were times where I struggled so deeply with my mental health, I forced myself to get help I never believed in. I didn't know what my future would look like. I didn't know if I was going to be okay again, so how would I make it to graduation? Long story short, Creator kept me. Little by little, things started to change. The person I was a few years ago is not the same person standing here today. I've grown, I've healed, and I've learned to live life for me. There were hard days and moments I wanted to give up, but even on the hardest days, I asked Creator to guide me to where He thought I needed to be. I took it day by day, even when nobody could see the effort it took just for me to keep going. For some people, graduation was expected. For others, people like me, getting here took rebuilding ourselves over and over again. It took finding strength on days where our bodies felt so weak. Graduation is proof that growth is possible and that healing is possible. I am proof that people can change, people can overcome, and people can create a future for themselves even when they feel they have hit rock bottom. To anyone who has struggled mentally, emotionally, or personally, I want you to know that this moment matters. Your journey matters. The fact that you kept going matters. To the class of 2026, every single one of us has a story. Some stories louder than others, and some battles completely invisible. Tonight proves that no matter what we have been through, we are still here. That alone is something to be proud of. I would like to thank my family and anyone else who believed in me during moments I struggled to believe in myself. Your support made a difference. Tonight, I am not just celebrating a diploma, I am celebrating survival, growth, and the person I fought to become. Congratulations, class of 2026, and thank you.
All right, and I would like to welcome our second student speaker, Maxwell Watts from Eagle Peak Middle School.
Good afternoon, aunties and uncles, nephews and nieces, cousins, and everybody else in the crowd. If you're a native student thinking about coming to Eagle Peak, I recommend you do so. Eagle Peak has taught me a few things as an Indigenous student. One of those things is be prideful. Show your long braid that goes down to your butt with pride. I remember walking into Eagle Peak scared. I wasn't scared to get beat up or anything. I was scared to be mistaken for a girl. Then first period rolls around, and I see my boys Ta'u and Levi rocking their braid with pride. Not just a little pride, but all the pride they had in them. It was being shown with that long braid that they showed not only pride, but they also showed leadership. They made it so I wasn't scared to show off my braid. They showed that it was great to be Indigenous. You best believe I wore that braid with pride all the way up until my 8th grade year. One random night, I had a feeling. It was time to cut my hair. As you can see, I cut it. Now, it doesn't make me any less Indigenous as I was then. Now, I might not ever grow it out again, but that's okay. I'm young, I'm Indigenous, but most of all, I'm full of pride. If you're a young person out there in the crowd with a braid, wear it with pride. Show that you're Indigenous. Don't let anybody take it from you. Thank you.
And for our final student speaker for tonight, from Ukiah High School, I want to welcome Taylor Faylis.
Mihim, Diwe Kedina, Taylor Faylis Jr. Ana Shokwa Keana, Ami Taylor Faylis Na Shokwa Kemona, Ami Te Kim Faylis Na Shiboldo Potma Kemana, Ami Ba George Faylis Na Shokwa Kemona. Amima Mary Jacobs na Philo ke mana. Amitsa Curtis Sloan na Kato ke mona. Amika Luis Pasadorna Shokoa ke mana. Ya movida ma amina multo maochi. Hello, good evening. I am Taylor Faylis Jr. I am from Hopland. My mother is Kim Faylis, she is from Sherwood Valley. My father is Taylor Faylis, he is from Hopland. My dad's dad is George Faylis, he is from Hopland. My dad's mom is Mary Jacobs, she is from Philo. My mom's dad is Curtis Sloan, he is from Laytonville. And my mom's mom is Louise Pasador, she is from Hopland. And I acknowledge that the land we stand on here today is the indigenous land of Pinoleville people. Oh. I have struggled, really struggled. This past year has taken more out of me than any before it. More than any time in my life. I've struggled to get where I am, to get to this podium where I stand before you all tonight. And I have struggled to be where I am today, to be who I am today. But that That is the point. That's the point. In my time here at Ukiah High School, I've discovered that life isn't always easy and that those hard times come for all of us. That we will get knocked down and we will want to lay there. We'll want to give up. But it is important that we do not. That we don't let those thoughts or those feelings keep us down. It is important that no matter what, we persevere. And that at the end of the day, it's not about how many times we did get knocked down, but about the fact that we got back up. I wasn't on track to graduate. Heck, I'm still trying to dig myself out of a hole that I've dug for a very long time. But I will not back down. And even if I do lose this fight, this uphill battle, I know that I will not stay down. I have faced many trials and tribulations, and I have faced many, many struggles. And the reason I kept going is the little things along the way, here and there. The things I accomplished along my path. My choir concerts, our field trip to New Mexico, and meeting the friends and family that I have come to meet. I am the president of the Native American Youth Club here at UHS. I'm the vice president of the choir club, student representative for Title VI, and vice chair for our superintendent student advisory committee. And I only accomplished this through struggle. Because that is how we grow. That is how we build up our lives for ourselves, for our children, our communities, and our future. So, going forward, I would like to tell all of you that I am going to struggle every day of my life for a better future, and I encourage you to as well. Oh.
Great speeches, you guys. It always touches me because when you do this kind of work, you don't do it because it's a job. You do it because it's a cause, and the cause is to help these kids get to the next step, regardless. I grew up in Santa Rosa. My family's from Hopland, so I lived down there, and I know I got into a lot of different mischief stuff. My brother could verify all that stuff, but I changed, and change is it's good. And like TJ and the rest of the kids, they did have a rough road through their high school years, and that's every kid in Indian country, every kid. So I appreciate you guys' words. It touches my heart. But next, we have the Seal of Biliteracy. Buffy Campbell come up, the Northern Pomo language teacher for Ukiah High School.
Mihim Dewek Adina. And like it was mentioned before, these are our future leaders representing Ukiah, Elam, Atil, Shotokai, and Shokawa. And I just want to say to you and also to my other seniors that are graduating tonight, I'm speaking to you as well. It's been a pleasure to be a part of your path into adulthood for me. It is the end of May, and everybody's frolicking around and really excited about the year to come to an end. And so are the teachers, too, frankly. We're tired. We're done making lessons. Nobody's listening. that I'm still talking in the back. But we want summer to be here too. But it's sad for us too, at the same time. I want to thank you for taking a healthy risk, signing up for my class, Northern Pomo Language, and learning about Pomo culture at the high school. When you walked into my classroom, you made it your classroom, and I want to thank you for that. It's their classroom now. I'm so appreciative to all of you for helping to revitalize a once dormant language. Thanks to you and all the Northern Pomo language students, not just the seniors, but the ones who continue to go on. Northern Pomo language is no longer dormant. Oh. That means it's not asleep anymore. It was asleep for a long time, not extinct, but just nobody was speaking it. What legends these students are, these young people. A lot of them are 18, so they're adults. The next teachers of language and culture, it has been my honor to be Meet Kapel Bayinaman, your teacher. When I think of what we have done together in the class, Jalil Keditan, it's exciting, it's amazing. Each day is historic, breaking cycles of generational trauma of language nearly lost. That's huge, for not just for them and for me, but for the whole community. And then it ripples out into the next community, Lake County, Sonoma County, Humboldt County. It's just amazing to see that, and I don't think these students realize how big a deal that is. Little by little, it becomes a lot, and day by day, becoming 3 and 4 years together. And I remember next year when the bell rings, you won't be here. It's very, very sad for me. I can't even describe in words. And I'm not a sap, I don't cry a lot. And I'm really strong like my mom. I mean, these people know my mom, she was a tough woman. I'm overcome with the feeling that it's really hard to describe. Bate amito jaditin kemna, I will miss seeing you a lot. And I want you to know how much each and every one of you have meant to me in my life, of course. But I want you to also go out into the world, do new things, make mistakes, and learn from them. Be bold. Your future is in your hands, and you know your choices are your choices. You know good from wrong, and sometimes you're going to make the wrong decision, but that's okay if you get back on track. You know, I did a lot of that. Last year, I shared that there's no word for love in Northern Pomo, and there is a Northern Pomo language dictionary, and if you look it up, there is no word that means love. There's a lot of, and I believe that's because there's a lot of different kinds of love. I can love, you know, my hair, I can love my clothes, I can love my students, I can love my brother, my sister, my mom, my children, and you can love your spouse. Those are all different kinds of love. And I believe that's why there's no word for it. But my students inspire me to figure these things out so that we can communicate in Northern Pomo. And this year, I shared with them a way to communicate that I love you, and they can say that to somebody else too. Namak eri jatnam mitona. You will always be my person. And that goes for all of my students out there too. Hala mit kapel bayinaman ana kemna, and I will always be your teacher. Oh. Everyone, these are my Seal of Biliteracy students this year. Last year I had two students, and we doubled, 50% more this year. Oh. Before you go, if any of you parents out there, grandparents, guardians, want or are interested in having your students learn the Seal of earn the Seal of Biliteracy, they need to take 4 years of another language and earn a B average. And there's more information over here if you are interested in that. And if you want to talk to any of these students, it is a really fun class. I try to make it a really good class. and have a sense of belonging. Thank you, guys. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah. Izzy Garcia, Seal of Biliteracy student from Ukiah. Oh. Nice, oh my God. Kala Wright, Elam, Seal of Biliteracy student. Oh. Whoa. Zach Martinez, Atil, Seal of Biliteracy student. Oh. And TJ Felas Ashokawa, Seal of Biliteracy student. All right. Thank you, everybody. Oh. And hold on, I'm not done yet. So in each department at the Ukiah High School, we're encouraged to nominate a student of the year, and it is very difficult. I don't play favorites. I have 3 children, and I have 6 grandchildren. None of them are my favorites. I love them all equally. The Northern Pomo Language Student of the Year. And this year, my level 4 students learned how to ask which one is better than the others. So how would you ask which student is better than the others? Hinto kapelja kawianam dunam yatju anu edina. And this is a student who showed up, worked hard, extra hard, and they let you know that they did that. The Northern Pomo Language Student of the Year, Kala Wright. And they're going to get their sashes soon before graduation. You're going to get your sashes to wear with your graduation uniform, whatever it's called.
Thank you, guys. We're getting ready to start with the certificates, but the language, it was a big thing that I wanted to get into our school. Probably about 18 years ago, I was at Unity, and I think it was in Arizona, and I seen these 2 little Navajo kids speaking back and forth, and I was like, what the heck? I said, how old are you guys? And they said, 9 years old. And they're just running around from the pool, and at that time, I came back home and I told my wife, I said, we need to get our language back, or we need to find how to get it back. And sure enough, we asked Mr. Gordon Oslin if we could do it, and he said, let's do it. And we didn't know if we was going to do it because the curriculum the person was Urelli, so we didn't know. So you know how hard she is, but no, it ended up happening, and within, I'm gonna say, 8 and 25 days, we got the curriculum ready the first year and got it into them, and they passed it, and that's how we got the language into the school. So it came a long way. Now we're in our 5th year, doubled our Seal of Biliteracy. It's so important to get to be in school, get educated, you guys. Parents, I thank all you guys for pushing these guys to get up in the morning. That's the main goal right there, is to get them up. If everybody give a hand to all the parents, because if it wasn't for our kids, they wouldn't be. And the more and more graduation rate, when I first got here 22 years ago, we had like 11% graduation rate of high school kids. Now where are we at, Kristen? 80, about 80 something maybe, but it's way higher than it was before. So keep encouraging them. Go on. More education is better for all of us. Like Bonnie said, she did a rough road and didn't, and she did it. She did it. So we could all do it. We all have a talent and something and the goals that we want to achieve. We could do it. And remember, find resource. There's always people who can help you. Sometimes you have to lean on somebody to help you. It's part of life. And so now we're going to get ready for the certificates. What do we do first? Eagle Peak.
So if we could have our 8th graders who are here, let's have you come on up and line up. Okay, and I don't have the certificates in order as you've lined up, but I'll do my best here. First, we have Lenasia Ford. Next, we have DJ Ford. Trying to get this in order here, sorry. Eric's here. Eric Medrano. Okay, and we have Scotty Tuttle. Come on up, Scotty. Got a lot of really good basketball players up here, too. Okay, and then we have Levi Feliz. Levi's here somewhere. And then Tau is here. Tau Feliz, congratulations. And then, one second. Guess I should have just read these and called everybody up. So, note to principals. Okay, next we have Max Watts. Congratulations, Max. And then we have Nika Pedrati. Congratulations. Addison Richards. Congratulations. I know your certificate is here. Natalie Lozano. Congratulations, Natalie. All right, and the students whose names who are not here, we'll recognize them at school. Okay. Okay, next we have Principal Dewey from Pomolita. Come on up.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Dewey. I'm principal at Pomolita. I'm honored here to give these certificates to the promoting 8th graders from Pomolita Middle School. I'm going to call you up one by one. We're going to start with Aaliyah Acosta. Chloe Alvarez. Tegan Bazar. Areli Barajas. Ivan Barriga. Layla Bellamy. Asensio Daniels. Anoki Billy. Jacob Bose. Marie Cabada Lugo. Sophia Cruz. Lillian Dausman. Jimmy Elliott. Willem feather necklace. Anthony Gonzalez. Sophia Gonzalez Borrego. Fred Hendricks. Caden Hendricks. Michaela Hernandez. Yaritzi Hernandez. Kaya Laster. Kevin LaValle. Talia Munoz. Justin McNeil. Jonathan Metlin. Melody Miner. Legend Mora. Kai Norris. Lexi Olchek. Jesse Perez. Amelia Quigley. Savi Rabano. Callie Ray. Tyven Ray. Callie Rosales. Chrissy Tatum. And next we have Dr. Alvarez from Ukiah High.
Good evening. Congratulations, families and students. Waiting for my, thank you. Just want to say real quick to those of you, class of 2030, about to enter high school, join the club, try the class, do the pathway, keep going until you find what it is you like. Remember the words of people before you, like Xochi and TJ shared with you today about overcoming obstacles, and know that you can also get to that finish line no matter what it looks like. And to the class of 2026, obtaining a high school diploma, you are your ancestors' wildest dreams. So take that diploma and run and go do something with it and make a difference in your communities. That being said, I'm also just gonna come up if you are here, Lexi Aguilar. Isabella Aiken-Paz. Layla Aubrey. Kellen Brown. Cage Campbell. Let's see, Cage. Kalina Campbell. Let's see then. Davon Dawkins. No. Deegan Dawkins. Kai Estep. Let's see, Kai. Nope. TJ. Taylor Feliz Jr. Jaden Ford. Israel Garcia. Layla Gonzalez. Angelina Hernandez. Kyra Hernandez. Or Kira, sorry. Adrian Ideka. Jose Leo Casio Caron. Gracie Laurent. Zach Martinez. Kira Miller. Rios Munoz. Annalisa Nielsen. There she is. Lola Pearson. Talia Ramos. Cecilia Rios. Gabriel Salas. Don't see him. Jordan Schwarm. Not here. Kyla Seeley. Emmanuel Verdugo Anguiano. Don't see. Kayla Wright. Kala Wright. Sterling Wright. And Isaac Nelson. All right, thank you. And next we have, which school? Kita from South Valley. Thank you, sir.
Good evening. I'm going to ask all of the South Valley seniors to come join me up here so your family can get lots of nice photographs of you standing. So come on up. Okay. It's an honor to be here. My name's Keita Grimberg. I'm principal of Big Picture South Valley. And first, I would like to recognize Sochi Williams. I would next like to honor Teo Perez. I would like to honor Marlena Warden. I would like to honor Deja Allen. I would like to honor Haley Dosman. And I would like to honor Serena Garza. And we will honor those who couldn't be here tonight at school. I would like to call up Chris Sweet from UUSD and Ukiah Adult School.
Good evening. I'm Chris Sweet, the principal of UUSD. I brought along Darlene just in case you couldn't make it, but here I am. But I want to take her thunder from her. So I want to give these to you to announce our students from this year.
Hello. I am Darlene Castañon. I am the counselor for the Ukiah Independent Study Academy. We are K through 12 school. You may hear some of these names again because some of our students take classes at Ukiah High, but we have a small list of them. First person I'd like to recognize is Isabella Aguin-Bas. One of our other seniors to recognize is Halia Lopez. Another senior of ours is Artemis Paley. And coming up again is Cecilia Rios. And another student of ours, our 9th grader, Lahea Ortiz.
We'll make one of them. Okay, for my second school, Ukiah Adult School, I have some people that made it through. They came back, they got their high school diploma, and we just had our graduation last week, but I'm going to mention them here again. Hopefully they're here. Angelica Aparicio, Carly Fabian, Daly Watson, Donald Gonzalez, Elena Gomes, here, Julian Salazar, Linda Summersall, Madonna Cruz, Renee Oliver, Sherry Knight, Skylina Renick Pacheco, and Ariana Chavez. I just want to honor them for taking the time and coming back and doing that. Thank you.
Okay, we're getting ready to eat dinner, you guys. But like I said, encourage your kids to go to school and to get educated, because they are the new futures leaders for us. And just like me, I have a new title, and it's real difficult to do what we have to do right now. But I'm still do education, because if I don't help our kids, they won't get anywhere further, because being an advocate in the school district for them has got them a lot of steps through our school district and opened a lot of doors. As I'm working with Deb and the board of directors of education, they helped me open these doors for our kids. So I'm taking advantage of these doors opening up. So as I take advantage, I want you guys to take advantage too, and help each other. You know, Pomo people are Pomo people from all over. Just because we're from different tribes doesn't mean we're individual. We're all people. Hintel is what you guys, Hintel. Oh.